everyone, it's Lillian, the Postmodern Mom. This is our weekly chat. If you're not familiar with the Postmodern Family, we are Americans living in the UK, living a traditional family life. And every week on Tuesdays, I'm trying to update you on the general status of the household, what's been going on, what I'm thinking about, and I hope you enjoy. I think there's such a joy in keeping a good home, in watching your children grow up, in cooking and cleaning and supporting your husband. So last week I really thought I would get ahead with cleaning the house and making videos, and unfortunately, because Felipe was gone the whole week, he was in America, having the time of his life, going to Woodbury Kitchen, which is like a place that we used to go to on our anniversary. So it was like super special, and he was just there with his coworkers and getting to see old friends, etc. And then here I am slaving away at home with the children, hoping to clean and cook and do videos, and I just couldn't get myself to sit in front of the camera and talk with you guys last week. And so now I'm like really trying to catch up with video making. But I figured I'd give you guys some tips on how to make some bacon at home. I used to eat bacon like every day, but recently my mother actually was the one who thought, hey, maybe there's too many nitrates or too many problems. Nitrites? I don't know. Too many chemicals in the way that they preserve bacon. So she started making her own salted pork, salted beef, and I figured, oh, I should probably do something like that. So turns out that pork belly is something that you can use that's very similar to bacon. And I wonder if it's even the same cut, like if bacon is made out of, the streaky bacon is the kind I like. I don't like back bacon. Streaky bacon rashers are what I like to eat. And what I found is I use pork belly and I slice them up. If I had like a professional slicer, that'd be great, but I just cut them by hand. They tend to be quite thick, so they're not as thin as normal bacon, but I don't mind it. And then I just put salt and pepper and garlic powder on both sides, and then I just package it up into like bags or containers to put in the freezer, and then I take them out right before I need to eat them or before I cook them. In the mornings when I take them out, they should already be thawed in the refrigerator. And what I like to do is use my Andrew James halogen oven, and I put it on 8 minutes on each side, sometimes even less, 8 minutes on one side, 5 minutes on the other side at 200 degrees Celsius. And that's it. It's really straightforward, very simple, and I encourage you to consider it if you're trying to eat a little bit healthier and trying the keto diet or the paleo diet. So we've been on the keto diet for, why is he there making noise? We've been now on the keto diet for 2 months, and it has been really working out for us, but I've had quite a lull when Felipe was gone. I decided to cheat a little, have some chocolate cake, and I think that set me back again. So my total weight loss is still at 8 kilos, and I still have another 8 kilos to go before I hit my target. So I'm hoping that we can make it, we can hit the target by November, and that I can then have one cheat day during a Thanksgiving celebration with friends. Those Nutella donuts at Lidl are still staring at me every time I go in, and they're just looking at me. But anyway, with Felipe gone, it was a bit difficult, but it actually turned out easier than I expected. My daughter wants to mention how homeschooling is going. It's going really well. I don't want to pound the pavement on it too much, but I absolutely love it, and we are going to start a community here next year so that we're going to keep doing the same classical conversations curriculum. She's just so soaking it up really, really well. I'm working on a series of songs that takes the 1928 Book of Common Prayer catechism into song. I'm working on writing that. I already did the Apostles' Creed to the tune of Barbara of Seville, the Overture. And I really like it because it's combining classical music with memorizing the liturgy, and I find it so useful, and I'm memorizing and I'm finding it really helpful. So I hope you guys are doing well. I hope your children are doing well. What did you do? If you're all grown up, I hope that you have a good relationship with your children to this day, and give me some advice, because I just finished listening to a book called Leota's Garden by Francine Rivers, and it was a lot about how parents and children became estranged because of grudges and guilt and pain. And it's just really sad to think that, you know, at this age we wouldn't know how they're gonna turn out, but as they get older, if they're gonna continue to want to be in relationship with you. For those of you who have seen our channel before and the story of Felipe and I's relationship, you will know that my father and I are not on good terms because he wanted me to obey him and not marry a non-Chinese person. I still have a grandmother on my father's side, and his two siblings still live in Hong Kong, and I haven't seen them in many, many years. And I don't want that relationship with my father to break that relationship that I could have with my grandmother, but I feel like I have a language barrier, and I don't speak Cantonese very well, I don't speak Mandarin very well, but I just wish that I could have a relationship with them, but they live in Hong Kong and it's really difficult to get there, and I feel like the only way I've learned to communicate with my family growing up is only through my parents. Like, I never learned to engage with my cousins and my aunts and uncles on my own, and so that's still a new thing for me. Even though I'm already in my 30s, I still feel like I'm not sure how to handle family interactions. Felipe, on the other hand, he just does so well, because I think in the Latin culture, the Hispanic culture, it is very much family oriented, and whether you are in the nuclear family or you are extended family, you kind of all just like, oh hey, we're all family, what, you know, let's just hang out. Oh, what happened?
Mommy,
Yeah?
how about you can talk about my lantern too? During Oz Festival, they eat moon cake and celebrate family gatherings. And I tasted some mooncake, but I didn't like it because it tastes coffee.
It tastes like coffee.
Like coffee.
Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you got something out of it, that you learned something, and I hope to see you next time. Leave a comment below. Bye! I think there's such a joy in keeping a good home, in watching your children grow up, in cooking and cleaning and supporting your husband.